Well, hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Shani and I'm a part-time reseller, and tonight I have a ship with me. This is going to be a really small ship with me. I only have 2 items going out, but I still wanted to bring you a video. Maybe if I would have only had the one, I wouldn't have. Sometimes I skip it if I've only had one and then I just tell you about it the next day. But I ended up getting another sale, and although it's not much at all, this kind of seems to be my way. But I do want to give you an update of last week's totals, because although I did, I shipped for the week, I did not give you the totals. So I'm sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. I cannot. Today's kind of one of those days where, like, if my throat gets a tickle, the only thing that stops it is some cough drop and some cold water. So annoying. You guys have listened to me snort and cough and everything else, sniffle, and it's the season, right? But, I grew up in a house with a wood stove, so I have like a chronic bronchitis anyway. And so when I get respiratory infections or a cold, it knocks me down. So anyway, I'm doing fine. It's just, I apologize. I know so many of you are so sweet and you say, you don't have to apologize. And just know that means the world to me, but still, I am sorry. I am still sniffling, and my husband's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. It's just me. Okay. I had one Poshmark sale. I'm just going to give it to you because it's nothing to write home about. But it is going out in one of my little white boxes that I use. This is a geranium essential oils. It is 100% pure and natural, premium grade, majestic, pure cosmeceuticals. It is 1 ounce. It is still in the package. It is not expired until next May. I got this last year at my pallet place. My cost of goods was, how much was it? Health and Beauty, I think $3. And truthfully, I was thinking of just keeping it because I like the way geranium essential oils smell, but I decided to just list it. So I have decreased the price because it's a last year's item. It sold for $7 on Poshmark, which means that's $2.95 fee. So after my fee and everything, my net profit's $4.05. So theoretically, I only made $1.05 on this because my cost of goods was $3. So not a good buy. And that was back when I was going to my pallet place a lot. And this year I'm just not going there a lot. Truthfully, now that I work during the day, although I do have a lot of Wednesdays off, I just haven't felt the desire to go. So who knows? But anyway, I'm just glad to get it out the door. I almost spilled my water. So I'm making my money back. Okay, I'm just making my money back. And I'm gonna tape this with my nice tape. My poor postal guy that came and got everything today. I feel like I need to really get him a good Christmas present this year. He's a young guy and he acts like it's no big thing. He's like, it's my job. I'm like, man, bless you. You're a nice guy. But it was a chore today with my stuff. So I need to get him a little something for sure. Okay, so going out. Very happy that it's out of here. And then my one eBay sale, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. Truthfully, I did not post yesterday. I just have been in kind of a tired funk mood, and I just didn't feel like posting. So you know those weeks where you just have a lot on your to-do list. That's kind of my week. Like, I've had junk in my yard that from gardening that I've just left out there, and it's been getting rained on. It's just the little stuff. I am not an OCD person. Sometimes I wish I had a little touch of OCD. Now, with my work, like my work documentation, some nurses would say I'm OCD. Because to me, if you're gonna document it, you better do it right. But that also probably comes from my leader. I used to be a hospice administrator and director of nursing. So a lot of that comes from my leadership. And now that I don't do that, I feel like for those of us that are maybe a little more natural leaders, although I don't want to be a leader anymore. But I feel like we have a little touch of that. But when it comes to my home, I don't. I mean, you can tell by my garage shelf, I am not OCD. Things are just thrown onto that shelf. So anyway, just a little bit of a giggle for you, but all right. I'm trying to make this video a little bit longer than it was going to be. Torrid Active, this is a size 2, and it's some charcoal leggings, workout leggings. My title is Torrid Active Women's Charcoal Leggings, size 2X, pockets 26.5-inch inseam. They paid $14.99. They used my 15% off coupon. They look excellent. They are in excellent condition. I'm just making sure there's no little hairs or something on them. But yeah, there is a little bit. Where'd my thing go? So $14.99, they did use the 15% off coupon, and my net profit is $8.55 after they used the discount. So I am glad to see them. I'm just glad to see them all go. I feel like you guys hear me say that a lot, even if I'm making $2. I'm like, I'm glad to see it go. Get on out of here. But guess what? I'm super excited. I am going to be gone this weekend, so I won't be here Friday. I'm trying to decide what I want to do as far as my store goes. I'm leaving Friday morning to go meet 2 of my very best friends. One is my first cousin. I love her to death. She's one of my very best friends. And we are going to go down to War Eagle in Arkansas, and we are going to go, they're having a big craft fair down there. So we're going to meet and stay in an Airbnb and eat too much food and have a couple glasses of wine and, yeah, just get to spend time together. Because, you know, when you're an adult, you don't get to do that much. So I'm excited. But where we're going, so one of my friends, they can ride together because they're from the same area. I'm the one that lives away, and so they are on that side, I'm on this side, so we meet. So I ended up getting Friday off. So I am going to take advantage because they can't leave to head down this way until about 3 in the afternoon. So I am actually going to go to the Goodwill outlet on Friday. I'm super excited. So I'm going to go down there and just hang out for a few hours while I wait for them to get there. And I'm excited. I won't be getting there when it opens, but that's okay. I'm excited regardless. So, all right. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I made $12.60 today on my reselling business, but that's okay. That's okay because it's already I want to say this week's already better than last week, but it's about where I was last week, actually. Okay. Sorry, I'm adjusting this cough drop so you don't hear me slobber on it. Okay, so last week was October the 6th through the 12th. I had 24 items. So the two Y2K Exhilaration shirts, I had sent them a message and was like, do you want me to combine the shipping on this? And they have yet to respond to me. So I packaged them separately. I was like, I don't want to chance it and then them be really mad or something. So I did package them separately. So I figured out my cost of goods, or my net profit. I made $8.24 on one of them and $9.14 on the other. So not too bad. My cost of goods were a little bit higher because I got them at the regular Goodwill, but 24 sales. My net profit last week was $388.38. So what I do is I take 20% of that and I make a payment towards a piece of my debt. So I am right now on, last week would have been my 28th payment. So I owe you guys a 7-month recap. So I just made my 28th payment. So in a few days, once everything goes through, all the payments go through and everything, I will have a more clear, like, here's your balance. So I will do that in a few days. But I did make a payment tonight of $77.68. So not my highest, my highest payment this month, the 7th month, was actually the week before that, the week before last. Yeah, this one's my 3rd lowest, I think. Yeah, so that's a bummer, but that's okay. I'm hoping it just starts picking up a little bit. I posted a couple things already for the day, and then I have 3 more items to post when I lay down. I'm gonna post their flannel shirts. So hopefully, I just grabbed a few things off this rack, and hopefully they'll get up tonight. But that's all I got. That's all I got. Anyway, I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is the cutest. This came in one of the little jewelry lots, and I haven't heard from her in a while. I probably need to reach out. But is this not the absolute cutest little set? It's like a mini tea set. The back of this one plate says February. But anyway, I think it's so cute. They're not labeled or anything. I don't know what they are, but I need to probably take them to my flea market booth. And then there's a little made in Japan. This is just a little bell. I think that's a meadowlark. It's so cute. Every once in a while she just throws, like, she throws stuff in my boxes. So okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, y'all. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Let's make it a good hump day. Last Wednesday I made no sales, so I'm gonna speak against that right now, and we're all gonna do very well tomorrow, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.